Welcome back to part 4 of my Red Dead Redemption 2 Easter egg guide. Today we've got 21 more Easter eggs hidden within the confines of Red Dead Redemption 2. What's cool about this episode is that we've actually got 9 Easter eggs in New Austin. And don't worry, there's no spoilers. I have made sure of that, so we are simply just exploring Easter eggs in New Austin, spoiler-free. And as always, in the description, you can find timestamps of each Easter egg in order and categorized by the state that they are in. That way you can explore every Easter egg in each state without having to travel all the way across the map. And also, if you haven't yet entered my Red Dead Redemption 2 giveaway that ends on November 15th, you can click the link at the top of the description to be entered in for a chance to win a copy of Red Dead Redemption 2. And lastly, if you find out about a brand new Easter egg from this video that you didn't previously know about before, hopefully I can earn your thumbs up and your subscription. Number 21, Seth Briar's shirt. Seth was a very colorful character, to say the least, from Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. And in Red Dead Redemption 2, if we go to the location of this house that Seth inhabited in RDR Undead Nightmare, well, we can find his shirt waving on the clothesline. Number 20, way out in the middle of the desert, you can find the fossilized skeleton of a sperm whale. And this is possibly here because at one point during prehistoric times, this desert was most likely the bottom of an ocean. Number 19, the Donkey Lady. On an abandoned, burned down farm, well, we can find a very interesting woman. Number 18, a crashed flying machine in the middle of the desert. What's cool about this is that this Easter egg seems to be a prequel to a side mission from Red Dead Redemption 1 called Daedalus and Son, where we help a man by the name of Charles Kinnear jump off of a cliff and test out his new flying machine. And the reason we know this is a direct reference to this side mission, or a prequel, so to speak, is because on the back of the tail of this crashed flying machine, we see the name Charles Kinnear. Number 17, a Spanish monk from the 1700s. He can be found perched up on a rock in the middle of the desert by his lonesome. Number 16, near the top of Cholla Springs on the outside of the map, we can actually find a hidden little cave. And once inside, you're going to find a chest full of some erotic photos and also a very cool golden revolver. Number 15, the grave of Francis Moon, the brother to Herbert Moon, the man who runs the general store in Armadillo. Now, I debated on whether or not this is an Easter egg because this does appear in Red Dead Redemption 1. I just thought it was cool that it's still here, and his tombstone has always been very funny to me, as it says, well, he always took a joke too far. Number 14, while exploring New Austin, we can come across a moonshine still, or a house that explodes as we ride by it. And if you go up close to it, well, you see a bunch of equipment, and you kind of know that, well, there was a moonshine still in here that just happened to explode. Number 13, a very eerie funeral wagon. This is quite possibly the creepiest Easter egg that I've come across in the game so far, or one of the creepiest. I don't know, coffins and funeral stuff always weirds me out. But we come across the wagon with a coffin on the ground. The coffin has been opened up, and hanging from the wagon is a man in a suit. And also, both of the horses have been killed with this wagon. So I don't know if this man was robbed and hung, or what. I don't know, but it's very, very eerie. Number 12, a phonograph. We can actually find this in the swamps of LEMOYNE on a houseboat. And, well, when you walk inside, the phonograph is actually playing a little tune for you to listen to. Number 11, Gertrude. So that girl locked in the outhouse outside of Braithwaite Manor that we talked about in a previous episode, well, once you actually complete the game, if you go back to this location, she is still chained up inside of the outhouse, except this time, she's a pile of bones, as she has died in here and been gone a very long time. And also, we know her name is Gertrude from the ending credits to Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 10, Faces in the Trees in West Elizabeth. We can actually come across a circle of trees that have on each one of them a different face carved. Very weird. Number 9, a Circus Caravan. I'd like to thank my good buddy Skippy for actually showing me this location and helping me find it, but in Tall Trees, we could come across 2 circus wagons that have been knocked off the side of the road and tipped on their side. One of them has a fortune teller inside, or like a ventriloquist doll, which is very creepy. And might I add that circus stuff and freak show stuff has always been very fascinating to me. But in the other wagon, well, we find a body with 2 heads on it, wearing a blue dress. And this might be an Easter egg in and of itself, and a reference to American Horror Story Freak Show. Number 8, whale bones in West Elizabeth. Once again, we find some more bones belonging to an animal that is very out of place, and this one is a whale on top of a rock. Number 7, in Amberino, on the side of a mountain, we can come across the remains of a fossilized man from long ago. Number 6, in the mountains of Amberino, we can actually come across the remains of a frozen conquistador. And what's cool about this is that you can actually take this man's helmet, and you've unlocked a unique and special helmet. Number 5, still in the mountains of Amberino, we can actually come across the location of a defaced grave from a war veteran. Number 4, in New Hanover, we can actually come across some scripts on a rock called the Old World Scripts. Not really sure what this means, but it's very interesting. Number 3, Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5 in Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm not actually sure where to find him in the game, but I do know that he is in the game somewhere and he is part of the O'Driscoll gang. Ned Luke, the voice actor for Michael, tweeted out the other day that he is somewhere in the game and he doesn't have a voice, but we can find him. And what I do know is that this picture from Rockstar Games of the O'Driscoll gang, we can actually see a character model who looks just like Michael. At this time, I would like to issue a spoiler warning for number 2 and number 1. Both of these feature cutscenes from missions that take place after the game is completed. So if you don't want to see spoilers of the game after the storyline, then now is your time to click away. Number 2, in the mission Jim Milton Rides Again, towards the end of it, we see John Marston strike a very familiar pose.
My seats. Long as she bathes first in...
And number 1, in the mission Old Habits, we come across a man that we have to fight, and he is kind of crazy like Trevor Phillips from GTA 5, but he also sounds a lot like Trevor, and that's because the voice actor for Trevor Phillips, Mr. Stephen Ogg, is the voice actor for this character in Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, he's paying me to keep the place clean. Said he had some problems with vermin.
Oh, listen to this. Real funny.
Oh, come on, get him.
Oh, kick his head in, bro. I couldn't stop him, Jim. I'm gonna smell like cow dung.
Well, those are 21 more Easter eggs hidden within Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully you did find something new that you didn't know about the game from this video. If so, hopefully I can earn your thumbs up and your subscription. It really means the world to me. I appreciate your support. And with that said, I'm Zach Cox. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video.